You're watching CYM News at 6 with your field reporter, Kip Kipling, your other field reporter, John Johnson, weather with your weather person, your co-anchor, Sandy Sanders, and your anchor of CYM News, Pat Patterson.
Hello and welcome to CYM News at 6. I'm your anchor, Pat Patterson.
And I'm your co-anchor, Sandy Sanders.
Tonight's top story: students everywhere are finding a place where they feel safe and are welcome. For more on this story, we'll turn to our field reporter, Kip Kipling.
Thanks, Pat. That's right. Students everywhere are finding a place where they feel safe and welcome. For more on this story, let's turn it over to our other field reporter, John Johnson.
Thanks, Kip. That's right. Students are finally finding a place where they feel safe and welcome. For more on this story, let's turn it over to our anchor, Pat Patterson. Back to you, Pat.
Thanks, John. Well, anyway. Catalyst Youth Ministries is hosting numerous weekly events that junior high and high school students are calling their own. Each week, students from the surrounding areas gather together for a time that is designed to create fun for the individual, fellowship among the group, and focus on God.
In order to create that atmosphere, Catalyst Youth Ministries has set up a list of 5 expectations that they, expect the students to follow. The first of these expectations is that they expect every student who comes to the group to practice respect. That's right, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Let's find out what it means to them by turning it over to field reporter Kip Kipling.
Thanks, Sandy. I just spoke with youth pastor Jim Wilson from Hillside Church, where Catalyst Youth Ministries is held. He told me that they view respect as a two-way street. They respect it from the students, and the students respect it from the leaders. He also told me that they expect students to respect God, respect leaders, and respect each other. For more on this idea of teens respecting each other, let's hand it over to John.
Thanks, Kip. I know you've just been with the youth director, Pastor. If you would. Anyway, I'm here with the assistant youth director, here to tell us a little about respect. Now, I myself, John Johnson, do not have a problem with respect. My wife loves me, we respect each other, because that's how good marriages work. Anyway, can you tell me something that you expect from the students, respect-wise?
Yes, I am Rihanna Felicia Marchman-Smith,
She's weird.
and this is a panda. I'm sorry, John, what was your question again?
John Johnson wanted to know, what do you define personally as respect?
Oh, okay, so second expectation of Catalyst is that the Catalyst students would help make people feel welcome and safe when they walk through the doors. Like they feel like they can belong and stuff. What do you want me to do with my hands?
That was good.
We will have more on this story later, but let's take it to our weather with our weather person.
Thanks, Pat. You see, we have a high-pressure system of hugging, which you know we are not a fan of. And down here we have some more bad news heading your way with a strong front of hand-holding and lap-sitting, which we are strongly opposed to. We haven't seen weather like this since the inappropriate behavior catastrophe in 2007. You remember that storm? It hit us hard with a barometric rise in tickling and a sudden increase of back rubs and kissing. I think I speak for all of us here when I say I hope I never see those types of behavioral weather patterns here ever again. Back to you, Pat. Stop talking!
Thanks, weather person. We'll be right back after a word with our sponsor.
Are you a woman who's tried everything to reduce the amount of wrinkles in your skin? Well, now you can stop buying those expensive creams. You can stop taking drastic measures. And you can stop searching for that miracle cure, because that miracle cure is here. Downy Wrinkle Releaser. The same formula you've been using for years to de-wrinkle your clothes has now been proven to be equally as effective at de-wrinkling your face.
Seriously? Well, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties with Sandy's equipment. Mainly her brain. So, I will be the one taking the lead on tonight's top story, Catalyst Youth Ministries. Before the break, we were discussing how Catalyst is creating a place for students that is fun, focused, and through a series of expectations. For expectations 4 and 5, we'll be taking it back to Kip Kipling.
Thanks, Pat. I'm now joined by our other field reporter, John Johnson, who, inexplicably, has been placed on a special assignment in the exact same location as myself.
That's right, Kip. I don't understand it either, but you know what the boss wants, the boss gets. Anyway, that brings us to our next rule, fourth rule of Catalyst Youth Ministries. What the boss wants, the boss gets. The leader is the law. Back to you, Kip.
That's right, John. Leaders are the law. If they ask you to do something, please do it and don't argue. For our final Catalyst expectation, let's head back to the studio. Back to you, Sandy.
Tell me that.
Well, it would be my privilege, but first, Catalyst's final expectation is that you realize that youth group exactly that, a privilege. They publicly stated that they want to have fun and learn what it means to follow Jesus, but they also reserve the right to protect the group, even if that means taking that privilege away from you.
That's right, Pat. It is a privilege. Sort of how working with me is a privilege for you, right? Well, that will do it for us tonight. Remember, we are brought to you by Downy Wrinkle Remover. You may go blind, but you'll look good doing it. Good night, everyone.